Hello, audience, and thank you for tuning in again to my current lectures. Today, you will be witnessing my informative speech about a very important topic that is near and dear to my heart. The six people you will see around me is my audience. Cameras, if you could pan around for me. All right, now let's begin. Which they support, and which is also a part of the movement, is African American women that live in poverty. Now, what if I ask you, what percentage of African American women do you think is in
I'd have to say maybe 15%.
poverty? Okay, and you?
I say 10.
All right, okay. Well, I wish it was that low. Right now, there's roughly 13.8% of all women that is currently in poverty. When you look at African Americans as a race, it's roughly 27. Now, when you combine the two demographics, so women and African Americans, all of a sudden African American women, well, they're 25% in poverty. Excuse me, let me reword that. 25% of them are in poverty. That's almost a third, and that is why it's a very crucial issue that Black Lives Matter decides to address. Now, among other things, issues that also stem from poverty is, of course, life expectancy. When we speak on behalf of life expectancy, even though there's no direct correlation, I have found there's a strong correlation between how long someone lives and their economic standing. So, in other words, if they have more money to eat better, or more, then they get more opportunities to eat better. They also have more access to outlets to work out, fitness. Also, when we go back to eating better, and just a lot of the junk food is a lot cheaper. So there is a strong correlation between one's economic standing and how healthy they are whenever you look at demographics. Now, also on top of that, we're going to go into a route where pretty much what is the African American women standing economically. Economically, about 10.5% of all African American women are unemployed versus their white counterparts who are sitting around half that at 5.8%. And that's a little bit of a drastic jump. When you get to an unemployment, percentage like that, what that is entailing is we have to scramble for whatever jobs we can get. We, meaning American women, not me. So when that happens, they're taking a lot of lower income jobs. And when you take a lot of lower income jobs, you sort of get stuck in that poverty line, not because you want to, but pretty much you're left no other options. Now, there has been certain things that will help the African American women cope with living in poverty that the government has done. This all includes giving them access to food stamps, WIC cards, certain ways to help them support themselves. And even though it does such, and don't get me wrong, it is an asset, unfortunately, it doesn't help to reduce the percentage which we're looking to diminish. Now, also, they do have certain Medicaid as well, and that's, for health purposes. So even though it is helping them live day to day, it is not helping shrink their percentage. So in other words, it's more like putting a Band-Aid on a bleeding wound. It's not really fixing the problem. Black Lives Matter did not simply choose to have black poverty-stricken women as one of their focuses of their movement for no reason or just because. They chose this because it is a key part of our community as African Americans, and that's a big portion of us affected. There is no reason why we cannot help to reduce the 25.1% of African American women that are currently in poverty. And just to recap, we know the percentage, and we can do something about it. If there's motivation to do something about it, it should definitely be because of the life expectancy, and we want to try to increase that. And yes, I do understand that the government assists us, but I'm sure there could be more that can be done. Now, I would like to thank you guys for dedicating your time to me and allowing me to give you this informative speech on African American women and the Black Lives Matter movement. If you have any questions, please voice them now.
I have a question.
Yes.
I know you've stated the numbers, you've stated all the facts and everything, but in your own humble opinion, can anything, like, if you had to give a solution, what would your solution be to solve this matter? Would it be more the government creating more jobs, or?
Yes, the government creating more jobs would definitely be one of the solutions, but the issue with that isn't the amount of jobs as to the type of jobs. I believe that if we had higher paying jobs, that would be a bigger fix than a lot of lower income wage jobs that would be provided. Unfortunately though, we are out of time. So again, thank you all audience. Thank you all audience for tuning into my informative speech. Have a good day.